And a very good morning to my podcast channel, Everything About. Welcome back, and I hope you're ready for today's topic. Today we're going to be exploring situations. So wait for it, I'll be back. So let's take a good look into ourselves. Let's look at situations and how we in that situations, do we care? Do we give? Do we think of ourselves? Are we selfish? Are we giving? Or we just really don't care? We all moan and groan about situations. This one's doing mean things and you don't talk to that person for months. And you ignore everybody because no, that person's wrong. But have you had a good look into that situation? Have you opened your eyes? Have you looked at the advantages and disadvantages of the situation? You may not be talking to that person, but it could be you at fault. Or it could really be that other person at fault and they're not seeing it. So how do you handle the situation? And that is a problem all humans have. You just prefer not to talk to each other or be rude. And that doesn't solve any situation. And also too, depending on what type of person you are, you could be that good person and just accept the fact and go on. Or you could be that other person, you think you're good, but in actual fact you're trying to make yourself look so good by taking somebody else down and making everybody else believe that that person is bad. And that's also not fair in human life. And it happens to many people. And it will continue because that's a selfish part of all humans. And when we learn to look into a situation and understand that situation from different points of views, maybe we'll realize, hey, we need to say sorry. Hey, no, that person was right. How do you deal with that? Are you prepared to say sorry, I am wrong? Or you were right? That's also a difficult situation. I'm going to actually share a real life situation. And I want you all to actually just listen to it. And look into it and see what you think. Who's right? Who's wrong? Judge it. Judge it with love and judge it with caring. Right, let's take this situation. It's in a caravan park. 4 caravans. 4 different families. One caravan, quite a small caravan, just a couple. Second caravan has top of the perks, everything in it. It's a couple and their children. This next caravan is a good caravan, nice sized caravan, and it's just a couple. The 4th caravan is a couple and their 2 children, also a nice sized caravan. Here, the size and the richness of it is not the problem. Okay, the problem comes in is that the water to these caravans is trickling so slow. So, right, the owner of the caravan park says, I'll buy a pump so you can get fast water. Cool, it's all agreed. The pump comes, it's connected. Now everybody's got the water running fast. You can wash, you can bath, you can do everything. It's all happy. But the problem comes in now is that the pump is connected to caravan number 1, and they have to pay for the power for the pump to be used. And the pump is on 24 hours. Okay. It goes on eventually. Number 1, caravan says to everybody else, come, how much is your electricity? How much do you pay for power? This one 100 rand, this one 80 rand, this one 90 rand. And number 1 says, well, I'm paying 400 rand. Now that's triple the amount of everybody else. So it boils down that the pump is using electricity because everybody needs the water faster. Some uses a lot more water than the others. You have to be fair on that. So number 1 says, please, can you all contribute? I can't keep this up financially. Oh, my word. Everybody says, no, they're broke, no, they're broke, whatever. They can't afford, and anyway, they're entitled to water. Number 3, caravan offers to pay towards it. Okay, firstly, water. You are entitled to water, but how you get that water is different. You have got a pump to get the water to you faster, so that is a luxury. It's not a necessity. So, number 1 and number 3 try to take responsibility for the power, and it's just too much. You have another meeting. Everybody says no, can't keep it up. And number 1 is battling, and number 3 says no, that's it. So anyway, it is and another meeting called, and the same old story, I can't afford, blah, 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 and you know, you're not going to get this solved. Nobody wants to help because it's not their responsibility. They got to get water. So it's fine. Number 3 buys a pump and their own water tank and says, right, we're going to pay for our own stuff to take the responsibility off number 1. Number 1 says, can I come in with you? And number 3 says, fine. That is cool. It is informed to the owner what is happening, and he says, cool. Then between number 2 and number 4, they must sort it out. Now the major catastrophe starts because number 3 has bought the pump and he's connected it, and number 1 and number 3 are getting their own water. The moral of the story is that you were asked to help and you refused. So the person who was paying for it and was assisting with you getting that water faster decided, let's just look after ourselves. Which is fair, because you can look after each other if you all help. But you can't expect one person to look after you. And nobody can see that situation. And number 2 caravan and number 4 caravan are having to pay for the pump now. The owner's making them pay for it. And if they want water, they have to pay for it. So everybody's taking it out on poor number 3, who bought the pump, who's trying to help, but cannot afford either for everybody to get their luxury of a pump. And that is humans. And the worst is, nobody can see the situation. Nobody can see how I should have helped. I should have paid something. But no. And in the end, everybody's paying. And this could have all been solved. But number 1 and number 3, they're okay. Number 2 and number 4, they're okay now. They have to pay. You want a luxury, you have to pay for it. It's just that I never understand why there has to be drama and fighting and ignoring and all of that involved in it. And that's the problem with us humans. We never look into a situation. What do you feel about it? What situations have you had to deal with and you've just shook your head and you say, why can't they see it? How many situations have you been in and you fought that situation and you suddenly realize, oh my goodness, I'm wrong? I've also been in that situation, and I'll cover that in the next talk. But anyway, guys, have a good day. Think about what I said. Please put comments in and inbox me. Don't forget to like my channel. Don't forget to like my YouTube channel. And you'll find me on Tumblr and on Facebook. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.